investors. Thanks for all your questions on how you can save tens of thousands of dollars possibly on your wealth management fees every year. Keep them coming. We've had a lot of questions, and some have asked that we've mentioned there's 3 different areas. And by the way, if you like this education, give us a thumbs up on YouTube and Facebook, like us, share it. Really helps us out. We would appreciate that. And in the end, there's going to be a quiz that you can take, a 4-minute money planning quiz. And if you take that, I'll personally send you a video about your personal situation. Folks have really liked that. So that's our promised value add to you. But let's get back to this. I mean, it's pretty easy for people to understand the biggest cost savings in wealth management fees on what I talked about, our flat fee based advisor model versus the typical. Most advisors charge an assets under management fee or an asset-based fee. It's usually 1% on the first million, something like 1% on the second million, third million, then it sort of trails down to there. But typically folks pay at least $10,000 a year. And lots of times, depending on the size of your portfolio, you're spending 20, 30, you might even be spending as much as $40,000 a year on the fee. You can see this comes out of your quarterly statement 4 times a year. If you look, you'll see a sizable chunk of money coming out. That's versus our model that we've talked about now a couple of times. We charge folks, we're a flat fee business model. We charge a maximum of $5,000 a year. So again, this is the fee you can see. If you look at your statements 4 times a year, you're going to see these chunks of money coming out. And hey, if you're spending 10, 20, 30, or 40 or more, and you can work with us on a collaborative basis or go with someone with a flat fee-based model, you can save a substantial amount of money. It's a little harder to see how you can save money on what the investments are actually in. But here's the kicker. Most money managers, financial advisors, wealth managers, they don't actually manage any money anymore. They put you in someone else's exchange-traded funds, mutual funds, maybe hedge funds, maybe a fund of funds, maybe even alternatives like private equity, private credit. And there's a whole bunch of fees you got to be aware of there. Some of these exchange-traded funds are low fee, they're passive or even low fee for active managers. Some are very expensive exchange traded funds and mutual funds. Hedge funds can get really expensive. They add performance fees. A fund of funds. Lots of times an advisor will put together a whole bunch of funds together in one fund, and got to watch them because sometimes they'll add another fee on top of their advisory fee on top of the fund of funds they built you, let alone all the expenses in alternative investments. You get into 2% on the assets and 20% of the performance. Usually a huge amount of money that can be saved here under the hood, so to speak, because our bias, wherever we can with our clients, most of our clients have most of their money in individual stocks and bonds. You don't pay any extra fees on that. So you're not only saving a big chunk in the advisor's fee, you're saving a real chunk on actually getting your money managed in a personalized portfolio of individual securities with us. We're not for everyone. We have to talk to you first to make sure there's a fit. Not to mention, when you have all these different funds and funds of funds and alternatives, you have very little control over the tax drag on your portfolio. If you have a personalized custom portfolio of individual securities, stocks and bonds, we work with our clients individually each year to legally mitigate their taxes wherever we can. We have way more control over it. So it's the tax drag on your portfolio. It's not what you make all the time, it's what you keep. If you can save 5, 10, 15, 30, we have one client that says we're saving about $40,000 a year between mitigating his taxes, managing the money in individual securities or most of his money, and our flat fee advisor fee. 30, 40, 50,000, even 5,000 a year, just about everybody can save that. That's a lot of money over the next 10, 20, 30 years of your portfolio compounded. Hope you like this stuff. Give us a like, share us, join our YouTube channel. And give us feedback, and by all means, do that 4-minute quiz that we have at the end here, the money planning quiz, and I'll send you a personalized video about your situation. Thank you.